What is up, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to talk about 3 of the classes in the game, specifically the beasties, the monsters you get in your party. 3 of them that I think are very good and probably some of the most useful ones you can get. And the first one on that is the Griffin. I think the Griffin is a great monster class. I think it has everything you would want. It has the mobility. It has the tankiness that you would like a monster to have. I mean, dash helps out a lot too. And I also think it has some of the better skills. I think Blood Siphon and Wind Shot are probably some of the best skills a monster has access to. Just Wind Shot for its insane AoE. It's just a massive 3x3. And then Blood Siphon is such a great survivability. I wish more classes had like a, survival skill built into their kit or something, that could help them, and you don't got to use potions or healing, So I really think the Griffin is one of the best out there. Another one that goes right along with the Griffin that I'm sure a lot of people enjoy is the Cockatrice. Now, I do believe the Cockatrice is basically a Griffin with Petrify. That's about it. It's literally, it's got the same movement. It might have lower RT, though. I don't know. Let's see. Does it have lower RT? Yeah, it's about the same, like 1 or 2 difference. But I just like the Cockatrice, too. And I think a lot of people underestimate the Cockatrice, and they don't really realize what it can do for you. The Petro breaths are the main thing. I mean, it has stun breath, and Numbing Hook is kind of nice, but it's just a stun as well. But the main reason you'd want to use, and you can't forget Feather Step. Feather Step's just top tier. The main reason I think you'd want to use a Cockatrice is when you're in those stupid missions where you got to protect an NPC, or you're trying to recruit an NPC that will likely die because it's surrounded by 20 guys at the start of the fight, and there's plenty of those around, so getting somebody with Petrify could help you greatly. There's a few I let slip by that I really wasn't paying attention to, but at the end of the day, if you need to keep somebody alive that's not on your team, I think the Cockatrice is a great class for that, and it's also great in combat. Petrify is also a great way just to shut down a unit for a few turns and move on from there. Now, obviously the last but not least, which I can't not pick this one, is the Dragon. I think the Dragon is probably the best beast class in the game, simply because there's, so many different dragons, and their breath attacks are so good. I would probably say the Flood Dragon is the best, just because it has Breach in its breath attack, but they're all pretty good. I think it's the red one that has the Weaken, and then, there's some other ones out there. I can't think of them off the top of my head, because I don't really use dragons too much anymore, so I'm getting a little rusty on them. But I use dragons. I had 2 or 3 in my party for the majority of the game, and I just think they are top of the class beast. The only problem I have with dragons is, their movement is a little bit lower, and they don't really fly. They kind of walk. It's really weird. They have wings, but they don't really actually fly when they move. It kind of makes me feel a little weird watching it happen. And their RT is a little bit higher than Cockatrices and Griffins, but Dragon Scales is the big winner here, also next to their breath attacks. It's too good of a skill. It's insane. Just the reflect and the reduction in damage just make dragons a pain to deal with. It's a shame a lot of the enemy dragons don't have dragon scales even on them. When you fight a lot of enemy dragons in the game, they don't even have this. So even if you had a Dragoon with the ability to remove it, and you had Dragoons in your party, it's you don't have to deal with it. So it's kind of silly that the AI doesn't really use it that much. I know they use it in some more, in Coda and stuff. I've ran into a couple, and more later levels, I guess, but overall, though, I don't want to ramble too much. Those are my 3 go-to beast classes. I would love to know what your guys' are, which ones you prefer, which ones you like. But those are the 3 I use the most, and, I mean, it is what it is, just a preference. But like I said, what is your opinion? How do you feel about it? Which ones do you like? Let me know down below in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, later, guys. Peace out. Have a good one.